Hello everyone and welcome to another video of mine. In today's video, we are going to be taking a look at CrossfireX on the Xbox Series S. Now, you have a few options with this game. This game comes in single player campaign modes as well. In fact, there are two. One is called Operation Catalyst, the one that we're going to check out today, and the other one is called Operation Spectre. And then you have multiplayer modes as well in modern and classic. So today, as I've mentioned, we're going to be taking a look at Operation Catalyst. That's what we're going to start off with. You saw the Remedy logo. Just to give you a little bit of information about the game, as I always do in all my videos. Now, this is a first-person shooter, and it's been released as an exclusive title on the Xbox Series X and S. And this is basically the third installment in the Crossfire series. And there are two developers which have actually worked on the game. Remedy Entertainment, very popular for Control, Quantum Break, and also Alan Wake. So a very popular studio. So they have actually worked on the single player campaign mode. On the other hand, you have another company called Smilegate Entertainment, which is basically a South Korean video game developer. And they have led the development when it comes to the free-to-play multiplayer portion of the game. So it's interesting, so there are two parties or two development teams which have actually worked on two different aspects of the game.
Information is
So,
a powerful weapon.
Starts with a cutscene.
If it was possible to see into the future, you'd know how to win.
I'm not sure if this is actually a pre-rendered cutscene. I think it may be an in-game cutscene. It looks quite nice. It's all right. I mean, as far as the resolution goes, as far as the frame rate goes, I have no information about that. So I'm just going to be sharing my personal experience, my personal opinion as to what I feel are the frame rates or the resolution on this game as I, kind of watch it along with you guys. So
we couldn't possibly have guessed the scale of what Blacklist was doing.
all right, so there is a fictional place called Ascarzian. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So that's basically the place where you're starting this. So again, this is the first of a couple of single player campaign modes that are available. This is called Operation Catalyst. So what this game is basically about, just to give you a little idea about the story or the plot as well. The first single player campaign, it follows a team of global risk soldiers. And as you can see in the video as well, that they are in a place called Ascarzia. I hope I'm getting that right. So you have a bunch of team members that you're going to play along with. Of course, I mean, play along with in the sense like, they're just going to be bots. Because this is the single player campaign mode. So as you can see, there are four main characters that you start off with. And you're a part of this team of global risk soldiers. So there are two factions basically. One is global risk and the other one is blacklist. So there are two teams. The first one starts off where you're a team player of global risk. So that's what this team is. So you've got, as you could see, there's a Major Kavanaugh. It had Captain Hall. That's who you're going to be playing as. Then there's Specialist Randall and Private First Class Morales. So you're entering some kind of an abandoned hotel right now, and as soon as you enter, you're in the heat of the action. All right, it's pretty all right. I mean, the graphics look okay. It's not bad at all. I'm not sure what kind of resolution this game offers on the Xbox Series S, but from what I can see, I think it's somewhere between 1200 to maybe 1400p. More on the lower side, I guess, so far. But I'm not sure, so don't hold me against it. My guess is as good as yours in this case. Now, if you do have that information, I will appreciate if you could leave a comment and let everybody know who's watching this video on YouTube as to what the actual resolution is on the Xbox Series S. I haven't even got to the meat of the gameplay, so would not be able to determine the frame rates as well. Okay, so this looks like a mission which has gone wrong. So It was a simple infiltrate, execute, and exit kind of a mission, but from the looks of it, it's definitely not gone your way. So, first of all, the person that was supposed to be executed, he was not present, so you had to kind of find out that he had a body double, and that's who you had unfortunately executed. The sound effects are quite good. In fact, even the cutscene, the quality was pretty alright, because hey, it's Remedy Entertainment at the end of the day, and they do a very good job when it comes to storytelling and narratives and, you know, cutscenes, etc. We've already seen that with Alan Wake, and we've seen that with the Quantum Break. So there is no doubt that they can actually do a very good job with story-driven games. Now, this does have a feel like other first-person shooters as well. I mean, it's kind of similar to other first-person shooters in the same genre. So far, it's all right. It's okay. Nothing extraordinary, but it's just about okay. So you have lost your extraction vehicles. Both the vehicles that were supposed to hopefully extract you are now gone. So the only way you can exit from this scenario now is by probably calling in for help. I'm not sure. So maybe, you know, you need to get to a communication tower or something and, you know, maybe call for an extraction. So you know, these games, they have a standard kind of a route. Get to point 1 to point 2 and wait for an extraction. So here, you know, your team members and yourself, you're kind of finding your way through. The gameplay mechanism is also pretty straightforward. That's my team member, but let's see, you know, what happens when you shoot your team member. Bum, 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 bum. All right. Let's shoot you again. Nothing, 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 nothing. I'm just wasting time now, but hey, you know, like, the reason why I'm doing this is because a few weeks back, I had uploaded a video of Binary Domain. I'm not sure if you've had the chance to check that game out or check that video out on my channel. It's on my channel, so you can check it out. And on that game, it had an interesting concept where if you shoot your team members and you kind of make them unhappy, then they're not going to listen to your commands. Quite a neat concept. And I would say that they did an all-right job at execution as well. But in this game, as you could see, you know, you shoot your teammate, nothing's going to happen. So the gameplay mechanism, it's pretty standard. I mean, nothing extraordinary again. So it's all right. It's not bad. It's a very counter-strikey, if you get what I mean. But of course, we're playing this on a console, so... Okay, some heavy-duty fighting here. Bam, bam, bam. Okay, all clear. All clear. The lighting is pretty alright. And it's pretty good, in fact. And there's a bit of a smoke effect there. It's okay. It's alright. So far, so good. I haven't really experienced any crashes, no major frame drops. The cutscenes were alright, the voice acting is fine. The lighting is good, I must say. The lighting is definitely good. So the same, you could say, experience, because you have a bunch of ammunition that you can actually choose from. So every time you take your enemy down, you get to pick up their rifle or whatever gun, whatever ammunition they were using. It's pretty standard, just like any first-person shooter game is. I'm not sure what frame rates I'm getting, but it definitely looks smooth. It could be 60 FPS actually. But the resolution, on the other hand, like I said, I think it could be dynamic resolution. I'm not so sure. Some textures look good, some textures don't. I mean, for instance, the trees, I'm not sure if the video will be able to do justice to it, but the trees don't exactly look very sharp. But the characters up front, they definitely look sharp. So, for instance, if you've got your mates right in front of you, then yeah, they look sharp. They look quite decent. So far it's very much like any other first-person shooter, especially any war game or any battle game. Again, you've got games like Battlefield, Counter-Strike. It has that feel, it has that vibe. Feels like it. So, just saying. Of course you were set up. Ooh, alright. Bullet right in the chest. Adios, amigo. Okay. Too bad you've lost your friend. You've lost your... Alright. Comrade, gone. Hit to the head. Black screen. Alright, so we're gonna have some cutscenes again, I'm sure. Hey, let me know, what you feel about the cutscenes. So far, it's all right. I mean, but the level design is pretty uninspiring. Coming from Remedy Entertainment, maybe I could have expected a little more because they're known now for games like Alan Wake and for Control, and those games. Man, they had atmospheric levels, and it was oozing. You could say. The levels themselves were oozing personality. But in this case, it's all right. It's not bad. See, nothing that you can complain about. But so far, it's been a very standard affair, I could say. So I'm not sure if I'm feeling it, or maybe I've gone into this game with a certain bias. I'm not sure. I've never been fond of first-person shooters. I'm just playing this because, hey, I make these videos for you lovely folks. So do let me know your thoughts and comments as to what you've felt about this game so far. I'm sure this is a dream sequence. So now you've already lost your comrade. I think it was, who was that? Major Kavanaugh? Major Kavanaugh. Yeah. So, and you've been hit on your head. So I'm sure this is some kind of a dream sequence. It definitely looks like that. And it looks like a house.
I was back home.
Yeah.
My house with my wife, Evelyn,
Alrighty.
and kids. But everything felt off.
Confirmed.
Askew.
So you have some photos that you can actually scroll through. All right, your wedding photos, family photos.
Memory of my home.
It looks quite all right. I mean, this level looks decent. That's why I'm saying, I'm a little confused about what kind of resolution is this game offering, because in some scenes like this, it looks quite all right. So it might be like 1200 to 1400p. But when it comes to the trees, especially the leaves on the trees, those scenes, I think, not the ones up close, not the plants in the house, not these ones, but the trees in the distance, the leaves in the distance, they look like, it has some jaggies around it. So maybe it might be taking a hit on the resolution. I don't know how this works. This is typical Remedy Entertainment. Now, when I say typical Remedy Entertainment, it means there's always a live action video that is a part of your game. So whether it was your Alan Wake, whether it was your Control, or whether it was your Quantum Break, it had elements of live action videos, real people in the game. It's like a signature with Remedy Entertainment now. All right, so that's your partner, teammate, Kavanaugh, and now that's you.
Easy. Man, you're in the safe house.
The lighting is good. The lighting is good in this game. And the voice acting and the character designs, well, the protagonist of this game does not look that great, but hey, Morales, this guy looks good.
Make it. Insurgent kill Kavanaugh.
Let me know which character do you think among all the 4 that you have seen so far looks the best.
I know you guys
The
are close, man.
protagonist in this case, Hall, does not look that great to me. In fact, surprisingly, there's more detail and more realism when it comes to Morales. Look at that. I mean, the facial expressions, the look.
We need to evac.
Morales does look better than Captain Hall.
Kavanaugh had the long-range radio. Christ. You sure?
So there are 2 single-player campaign experiences. Now this one is called Operation Catalyst. Like I said at the start of the video, there's another one called Operation Spectre, and each one of them are supposedly close to 3.5 to 3 hours long. So I think you can breeze through both these single-player campaign modes in say about 6 to 7 hours. This video is all about Operation Catalyst. If you want me to make a video on Operation Spectre, do let me know in the comment section, and I will be very happy to download that and play that for you. Now, this is not a review, by the way, so don't think that I'm going to be commenting and giving marks to this game. I'm just sharing my experiences as I play along with this. So far, it's been a standard affair so far. Again, I think I've used this word many times over and over again because that's exactly what it feels like, a standard affair. If there was something extraordinary, I would have definitely commented. I would have gone out of my way to make sure I mention that. But if you have played any of these other games like Counter-Strike, Battlefield, Call of Duty, it feels so much like it.
Let's get to that comms tower, Randall.
Copy.
This particular section,
Not too far.
even Far Cry 4, it reminds me of Far Cry 4 for some reason.
It's our only shot at calling in that chopper.
Maybe it's because of the
Understood.
mountains and the tree leaves. Maybe Far Cry 4. Let me know if it actually did remind you of Far Cry 4 as well or not.
Morales will check the evac point.
So here you've got your fellow teammate,
Yeah. No.
computer
Let's move
bot,
this quick.
who is along with you, and you're just gonna follow him. Now, so this is where I mean to say, if you take a close look at the leaves, the tree leaves,
Snatching Steiner had become impossible. Blacklist and every local rebel under their command.
there is a little bit of a
Our mission now, Myra's
jaggy kind of a thing there, but the character, like Randall, here in this case, looks all right. It looks quite sharp. So the draw distance maybe is not that great. Again, I'm not sure about the resolution, but hey, let me know.
Control versus care.
Let me know.
Global risk versus blacklist. As Carzio was an unstable.
So here you've got Randall and yourself traveling,
Blacklist prey.
chit-chatting
But we didn't know
about what could have gone wrong, what could be,
we'd
what you're
soon
supposed to be
learn.
doing, etc., etc. So
Through here. I'll take point.
this looks quite all right. This game looks quite all right. So again, scenes like this, you feel the shadow also. If you take a close look at the shadow feels okay. Maybe 1200 to 1400p overall. Not sure. But hey, overall, the game looks good. Now, the level design, so. But hey, what do you expect? They had to go with
Somebody's been living here.
this Ascarzia, a fictional setup. So they made it look like a village, maybe. I'm just going to skip this part because this recording is around 3 minutes long. So recording over.
Civilians. But it kind of looks like they didn't leave by choice.
Okay. So as you go along, you have these voice recordings, you have these notes, you have these photos. As you can see on top, they're even supposed to be toys and cameras that you're going to be collecting along your way. Okay, if you want to have a read, you can have a read, pause the video, have a read. But this is what the game's first 20 plus minutes have felt like. Standard storyline. Standard game affair. I've used that word again. There you go. Man, I do feel like a broken record because there's not much that I can actually talk about this game. It feels Let me not say that word. But I'm interested to find out, how the other campaign would actually play out. So it's pretty simple. You started off with a mission gone wrong. You lost one of your teammates, and now you're out to maybe avenge and find out, what exactly happened. So pretty straightforward. And I guess that's why, the single player campaign is not more than 3.5 hours long, because the story itself is pretty linear. The one thing that I would say about it so far is that everything has felt like it's okay. I mean, it's Remedy, so maybe, the expectations are generally high. But, hey, the other thing that I did want to talk about is that it's free on Game Pass, but only the multiplayer, the free-to-play multiplayer campaign mode is actually free on Game Pass. If you do want to play any of these campaign modes, you've got to pay a small fee for it, a small, price for it. Now, I'm in India, so I paid 400 something rupees for the Operation Catalyst and Operation Spectre also. You've got to pay for it and you've got to download them. So it's not technically a free game, but it's not very expensive. So if you want to take a shot at it, I think you'd be spending close to 1,000 Indian rupees if you're in India. And at that price, is it worth a 6 to 7 hours campaign? Well, it totally depends on you. So far, there is nothing very interesting in the story. So it's pretty standard. So some people may enjoy it, because some people may enjoy this linear storytelling. But if you have played games like Quantum Break, wow, that was a fantastic game. And if you have played games like Control, then there are many levels, that the story offers. It's many levels deep, you could say. And here there's a contrast because it's very straightforward, very linear. So I think, we will stop here. Again, do let me know your thoughts, your comments as to what you feel about this game. I won't say I haven't enjoyed this, because I have. I mean, I generally don't play first-person shooters, but it was all right. It was an okay experience. So if you want to download this on Game Pass, if you don't want to spend too much and still want to experience a single-player campaign which lasts for, say, about 3 to 6 hours, depending on whether you're downloading both, give it a shot. It's not very expensive to try it out. So with that said, that's an end for this video. Do hit that like and subscribe button, guys, if you've liked this video, and also that bell icon in case you want to get notified with all my latest videos. Now, with that said, it's a wrap for this one, and I will see you lovely folks in my next video. Until that time, I'll say take care, stay safe, and may God bless you all.